The software platforms that businesses rely on every day could soon cost a lot more in California. Governor Gavin Newsom is now proposing a tax on digital software downloads as part of the state's new budget plan, saying that it is unfair to pay a sales tax in store but not online. The proposal could hit Microsoft, Salesforce, and a broader software industry as companies are already dealing with AI disruption and layoffs. Josh, do you buy Newsom's argument? Look, you pay sales tax in store, you're going to pay a digital download. Brian's looking, he's mad. Or is this biting the hand that feeds you, a la California's income tax coming from the companies that built it?
Of course it's the latter. It's a continuation of a conversation we keep having when it comes to California and taxes, but because it's strictly an attack on businesses. If we're talking about software and all the software that's on my computer right now, that's something my company pays for. I'm not paying for that. So it's an attack on how people or whether people are going to want to operate their business in California. And what is California full of? Tech companies that use a lot of different software programs. So if you're in California, this is just another incentive to leave California, because now you're paying 7.5% for something that you're putting online on your computer. You can go to Texas, you don't pay that. It's cheaper. It helps your margins. It's better for the overall business. And so it just doesn't really make sense for why you would sit there and continue to operate your business in California.
Here's why. And it's not a good reason, but here's why I think it is. I think it's because Newsom's thinking we need more revenue, so we'll impose this. Again, it reminds me of the conversation we were having in the previous block about this proposed, if you're buying an apartment in New York City all cash, they want to put a 1% tax on it because you have so much money. Give us some more of what you have since you're paying cash. But most buyers that I think are coming to New York, I made the point, won't really notice that. International buyers, whatever. Here, we're talking about tech companies. Are they going to notice the difference?
Probably not.
He's finding a way to gouge. Who will notice a difference is a small business that maybe needs Quicken or something to operate, right? And that might actually put them in a position where they're not, making numbers or whatever, but they get away with it as they do it in these like incremental ways. And because of that, they just keep going farther and farther and farther and taking more rope. So I don't know how you end it until people say enough is enough. But these big companies, some of them have said it, not all of them.
Brian is furiously taking notes. To Newsom's credit, he says that it would have to be approved by the legislature. He's asking it to go in January 1st of 27. He says 35 other states already have a tax on digital pre-written software. 24 states have a SaaS tax.
I was taking notes on barbecuing.
I just wanted to add this. That's why I had my phone up. That of the total budget for total state budget, I think, is $322 billion in California. Is that right?
Yeah, it's around there, yeah.
That 37% of all state spending comes from federal Medicaid dollars. That the federal taxpayer is footing the bill for well over a third of the California's budget. So if you took back even some of it,
$350 billion
is the budget.
So you're telling me I do have a reason to hate Newsom?
Yes.
Because I'm paying for this too.
You are.
The California Budget and Policy Center reports that almost $120 billion in federal funding flows through the Department of Health Care Services for Medi-Cal. So we're footing the bill.